What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at FUT Captains Pepe. So honestly, I don't think there's any introduction needed for this one. He is a special card that we've probably wanted for quite some time. He's had a lovely pace increase and he is only 0 out of 1. In terms of the card himself, 6'2", a solid centre-back in his day. Obviously, getting a little bit older now. We obviously have seen Pepe in the proper Real Madrid squad. Again, there is far too many history with Real Madrid in terms of squads, but Pepe as the more recent player next to Sergio Ramos, absolutely killer of the game. He is an any way to win sort of guy, and to be honest, you've got to respect it at times. Maybe against your own club you're not going to, which is fair enough, but they've done him nice. 89 rated card for one inform and an 83 rated squad. This is the team I'm using. Obviously, if you are trying to copy it, I know it's not a solution, but I have got loyalty on every single one of these players, so don't just go with these players. If you wanted to change maybe Fabian for another centre mid in the Prem, that would get you the chem. But Pepe looks nice. 85 pace, 90-90 on the defensive and physical. Some okay passing and dribbling. We'll have a look at the kind of in-games properly in a second. But he is here. 89 rated, 83 squad. I think even just for fodder, this card is actually really nice. Good dynamic. Love the band on him. I don't know. I'm assuming he is captain of Porto then, but I don't personally know. If you want to let me know down below, then definitely do so. Medium high, 6'2", with the leadership trait. We've got 84, 86 on the pace and acceleration. In terms of him, we've had Busquets, Payet, and also, who was that? Coleman. Okay, so we've got a couple of the mini releases as well, which is always fantastic. In terms of this guy, then, what are we looking for on him? So if we want, to be honest, his defense and physicals are pretty nice. So you could probably get away with a shadow, get his pace up to 95, his defending up to 97, making him a 95 rated centre-back. Or you go with the anchor and you make him 96 with 90 pace, 96 defending, and 95 physicality. The only thing is you're only getting a +2 on that aggression just purely for the fact that that is 97 already. So I would probably opt with more of the defending. I know necessarily it is always nice to get a bigger overall, but that pace increase for me would be more beneficial. Short and long pass coming in quite nice. Agility balance is okay, nothing too crazy. We're going to see how that works out. Good reactions, great composure. Ball control not as much, but again, he is a centre-back. Everything else looks standard, so let's jump into him, get him into the team, whack the shadow on, and see what his defensive duties are saying. Pepe standing up. He's got Mbappe Player of the Month to go against, so this should be probably the biggest test he's going to get. We've got a very, very solid team right now. Moments, Vieira, Zidane. It doesn't get better than this, so if he can't do it here, then I don't know where he's going to do it, but he's looking good so far. We're just letting this guy try and attack. He's obviously not putting anything up there, but it's seeming alright. Pepe seems nice and upgraded. Like I say, the pace is nice. He's got good defending and dribbling. And to be honest, even just the SBC itself, 83 rated is really not that hard to come by, to be honest. So for me, I think that is a big dub anyway, regardless if you don't want him in your team or not. He won't really get into many main teams just purely for the fact Maldini, Varane, Marquinhos, Diaz, all of them are all everywhere. So he's not going to replace them. But as a fodder player and a cheeky 89 for an 83 squad, can't really complain heavily on that one. Pepe standing on a Fernando Torres moments. It doesn't go quite near to him. We've got a decent amount of passing on him as well, which really should kind of help him just get that ball out a little bit more confidently. Pepe, stand and deliver. Beautiful. Pepe with a head. Okay. He's taking over. I don't even know who I think it was Mark. It's Varane who's normally my corner header guy. So it's always interesting when you find somebody who takes out that first spot, because it seems to be the computer chooses whoever that first person is. And so far it's Pepe. Pepe out, looking for that long ball, going a little bit too much there. Pepe watched and Stoichkov. He's done brilliantly to stay in his position and stay in role. I can't say that this guy's really had that much of an opportunity, which is an absolute credit, seeing as though the team is absolutely stacked. Pepe Watching Stoichkov, it's a cracking challenge. He keeps the ball. Absolutely brilliant stuff from him. Like I say, the defending ability on him should be absolutely top tier if it's going for kind of a flashback vibe. We get the shot with Ben Yedder, and that is an atrocious shot for the counter. Pepe does start that attack, leaving that one a little bit wide on there. Pepe again. Watching that run from Mbappe. The problem is you can definitely tell the difference between somebody like Mbappe going forward and Pepe trying to defend him. You've got to get it absolutely inch perfect, otherwise he's just going to dribble around you with that agility, with the pace. Unfortunately, Pepe is not going to have that ability compared to somebody like that, and that's kind of where you find your main sort of centre-back. If you've got somebody who is even just remotely good enough to kind of cope with an Mbappe, then that's the kind of best thing there. We get, that's poor. That's unfortunate. That literally is just an EA kind of mistake there. The ball comes to him, he just takes that mistouch, and it just leads to Mbappe being on top of there. Oh, Pepe's nearly not standing for it. Manages to get his full head on that one, and it's just saved by Schmeichel. Oh, and that is absolutely stunning from Pepe. I thought all was lost there. It was just about to be a clip for Casillas, and Pepe just darts in out of nowhere, recovers himself, and manages to make another last-ditch tackle. He is proving worth in this game. Even if it is one down, I most definitely think we deserve a lot more in this game. Pepe steps in on a Defoe, waiting for that pass. Gets back into position. Okay, it's solid. Does, like I say, sometimes a little bit blocky on that dribbling. You can definitely tell where he's been upgraded for his kind of movement, but most definitely does keep up with the best of them, to be honest. And that's stunning from Neymar. The big thing with Pepe, yeah, the one thing that I can definitely tell is do not drag him out of position. I feel that is what to be honest, it's the same with most centre backs anyway, but I think some can kind of recover depending on, but most definitely for him, do not drag him out of position, as it is literally suicide in terms of your defense. He really needs to be in that sort of zone. If we can find him here, this guy's dribbling is insane. Pepe versus Defoe. Pace is very nice. You can definitely tell that shadow works wonderful. Steps him up, and Defoe absolutely bottles it. Casillas, Pepe, great block from Pepe again. Sees him out. Defoe is not liking Pepe's defensive style. Got no strength for him, and Defoe is just getting eaten up every single chance. Oh, Pepe, he has been an absolute saint this game. Maybe made one or two mistakes right at the beginning, and then now this has come into his own and absolutely slapped it for me. So then we're going into Pepe. 27,000 coins. Absolute bargain, if you ask me. Like I say, in terms of this player, even if you just wanted him for fodder, absolutely fine. 27k, I think at the moment, 89 is probably at a kind of an okay price. Technically the cheapest 89 you can go and buy, to be honest. So even then, that kind of shows you, if you don't want the card, at least get him for fodder. At the very minimum, he's a Portuguese centre-back. You can link him with Cancelo. You can go with the Andre Silva from the Bundesliga if you're looking for a lower chem. He is perfect for fodder at the minimum. If we're then looking maybe at the Portuguese nation, you've got a Ruben Diaz, who he personally was partnered with. Fantastic there. Jose Fonte, incredible centre-back back in his day. I think he did he have a team of the season the other year? And literally, he was the only centre-back I was getting. Ruben Diaz on a signature signing, and obviously then Pepe. Ruben Vezo, I have seen him so much that he actually probably wouldn't surprise me if he takes the number 2 spot. I know Thiago, we're going to call him like that. He was meant to be really good, but I don't think he got upgraded anymore since that version. So I'd probably say Pepe's coming in at top 3 spots in the Portuguese centre-backs, if you don't count 2 versions of, obviously, Ruben Diaz. In terms of the Portuguese league, unfortunately for himself, he is head and shoulders above everybody else. He is the only special he can get in centre-back, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for this card, and he's done a good service, to be honest. Great price for the SBC. You whack the shadow on him, he's got good pace. I think over a foot race, you can definitely see him lacking a little bit, but definitely upgraded to the point where I'm like, okay, he could still do the job for me. Definitely don't get him out of position. I think that was an absolute massive mistake every now and then. Whenever I kind of try and push him forward a little bit, you just got to keep him in that role. The agility balance is okay, nothing too crazy, like I say, but he is good at the turning, just not necessarily an Mbappe sort of standard to turn and catch him. You kind of got to get him on that turn. Defending is fantastic. His last-ditch challenges, as we saw, were absolutely spot on. Physicality of him, absolutely fine, and passing was decent. So for me, the SBC is an absolute hit. You may not want him in your main team, you may not collect cards, but I think at the minimum, fodder, yes. And in a second team or in a Portuguese team, yes. I would say this SBC has done himself a service. I'd personally give him, I'd probably say an 8.8 out of 10. Out of the centre-backs I've used, he's coming in a decent spot, just not unfortunately within, say, the top 10 to top 20. I think there is a lot of centre-backs this year that really will kind of go above him. So let me know down below if you're going to complete Pepe for fodder or a second team. And make sure you do like and subscribe. And I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.